They did end prohibition. Fantastic. Did they also get rid of women's voting rights? Damn! Yeah, this Coca-Cola tastes so much different, I just can't seem to figure out why. Why are they calling it the N-word? You're saying by the 1930s we had an economic collapse? How did we ever resolve it? A second world war? Look, Martha, the police are arresting that innocent black man. I guess things haven't changed that much after all. Kids today have it so easy. When I was growing up, we were fighting a world war and had to worry about a Spanish flu pandemic wiping us all out. I bet kids today don't even know what the word pandemic means. What's COVID-19? The saying TikTok is where young people learn new dance trends like the Charleston or the Lindy Hop? Well, where is TikTok? Is it somewhere across town? All this pop music sounds terrible. What happened to the jazz and the swing? I can't do the foxtrot to these tunes, and I refuse to learn the whip and nay-nay. You're saying you used to be a man, but now you're a woman? What a major scientific breakthrough. If we can do this now, we must also have cures for every disease known to man. Correct? Why in the hell did they try this first? They're all smoking marijuana now. Be careful, Johnson. At any moment, one of them could go on a murderous rampage. Most likely that Hispanic man over there. He's talking too fast. In Mexican. Let's harass him. Have you heard, Johnson? They're making us wear body cameras now to cut down on police brutality. Yeah, apparently disciplining someone because they're not white is considered police brutality now. We used to call it justice. Hey, Johnson, they still have freak shows in 2023. Yeah, they call them pride parades. Maybe things aren't all bad here. Oh my god, the only thing they're wearing is makeup, Johnson. They do have lots of bearded ladies, though. BLM. What's that, a sandwich or something? Black Lives Matter! The end of the world must be near, Johnson. Johnson! Thank God! I was just in the bathroom, using the urinal, then I look to my right, and there's a colored fella standing next to me. I pull out my piece. I say, hey, Blackie, what do you think you're doing in here? And he tells me we share a bathroom now. And I said, not as long as I'm on the force. Illegal aliens? You mean from outer space? Mexico? That's even worse! Johnson, for some odd reason, the blacks are shooting each other now. You know what this means, Johnson? It means we don't have to do it anymore. Although I'd love to. So you were a man, but now you're a woman? Sounds like identity theft to me. Come on, tranny. Back to the freak show where you belong. All right, Johnson. Sarge says these illegal aliens are easy to catch. Any Honda Civic with tinted windows, inclined tires, blasting chimichanga music is bound to contain one, Johnson. Marijuana's legal, so anyone can smoke some reefer and go on a murderous rampage, but folks can enjoy a couple of beers on their drive home from work? Tell me how that makes sense. Johnson, look, a large homeless encampment. Let's call in the bulldozer. We're not allowed to remove them. They're defecating in the street, creating a public health hazard, and all we can do is watch? Boy, Johnson, they don't let the police do anything anymore. You can't even stick your knee on someone's neck without some bozo filming you. I hardly even recognize the force anymore, Johnson. I mean, we used to be tough, and we kept the streets clean. Now all we can do is watch the crime walk across the border as we hand out brochures telling them about all the free government assistance they're gonna get. Isn't that just lovely? This new Taylor Swift record is terrible. It's got no swing. It makes no sense. It's got no skibbity-bop-to-do-up-to-bop-to-skibbity-boo. Martha, I am the Riz King. Well, according to the youngsters down on the street corner, I am. Nowadays, you need roses and a diamond ring to keep your woman happy. Well, back in my day, all you needed was an electric toaster and discipline. Martha, the youngsters down the street think your cat is swell. Isn't that nice? Everyone here is addicted to marijuana and being gay. Martha dear, did you see that Jefferson family move in next door? It's disgraceful. The only thing I want colored in my neighborhood is my television. They locked you all inside your homes for 2 years over a common cold? Well, back in my day, we had to fist fight polio on our way to work. That's how tough we were. Every day fighting polio like it was the Germans in the Second World War, I tell you. They've done away with the jukebox. Well, that's just terrible. You can't fall in love without a jukebox. You can't win the girl of your dreams without a jukebox. You can't skip it up to the skip it up doo. Elvis is dead? I don't believe you. Quite an uncomfortably large Hispanic population nowadays, wouldn't you say, Fred? Martha, none of these new cars have wood trim on them. Isn't that just terrible? Cigarettes cause cancer. No, they don't. Cigarettes cure cancer. Now, premarital intercourse, that causes cancer. You haven't had World War III yet. Well, hip hip hooray! These television sets have gotten so much bigger. A lot like the people, too, if you know what I mean. $380,000 for a new house? For that kind of money, it ought to come with a robot butler. To make sure Martha cleans it well. They've ended segregation? Bye. Don't they know that we'd have to use the same bathrooms as them? I mean, how would that even work? Too much has changed in this new generation. Everyone's so lazy. Why, back in my day, you had to be the leader in your gang. That's what you had to do. You had to drink your Ovaltine. That's what you did. You had to discipline your wife when she had an opinion. Back in my day, they were called freak shows. Or Rainbow Halloween, that's what I'd call them. Now they call them pride parades. I mean, give me a break. The Cold War is over. Well, hip hip hooray. Wait, who's Barack Obama? Did they make a terrorist the president? Back in my day, you used to go to jail for smoking reefer. Nowadays, you get played on the radio. All that today's kids do is sit inside and play video games. Well, back in my day, if you were a kid and you weren't outside, you were a Fruit Loop, a pansy. You were a closeted homosexual. What in the hell were the Twin Towers? We still haven't had a woman president? So that's how we still have a country. Over $75 billion to Ukraine. Well, back in my day, if a country asked us for money, we would bomb them. The NBA is uncomfortably black now, wouldn't you say, Martha? We've been to the moon, but cars can't fly? Now you tell me how that makes sense, Fred. We're allowed to own gold again? I personally never stopped. $60,000 for a college education? Do they graduate all-knowing and all-powerful? Gender studies? This world is nearly unrecognizable today. But back in my day, men were men and women were women. Nowadays, they is them, Z is za, Blake is Brenna, Jake is Jacqueline, Shaggy is Scoopy, and Martha keeps burning my supper. $47,000 for a new car? But it doesn't even come with a wood-trimmed exterior. Golly, would you look at that, Martha? McDonald's has served over 99 billion people now. Yet you still have trouble cooking for a family of 4. I'm not allowed to hit my wife. Even if she forgets to iron my underwear? How come everyone who weighs over 600 pounds drives the smallest car possible? Alright, what if I come home from a long hard day at work and she's wearing a dress that I'm not fond of? Can I hit her then? Damn! At the toilet. What the hell are pansexuals? Do they cook their privates? Hold on, I'm not allowed to drink and drive? Since when did we become a communist country? Martha, is it just me? Or does the current president always look like he's trying to find the sun? Fred, I'm telling you, these youngsters aren't afraid of anything nowadays. You know what this country needs? It's a good civil war. That'll put them in their place. They tried to assassinate a former president? Why, no one's tried that since Teddy Roosevelt was around. Who's John F. Kennedy? The senator from Boston?